So hello everybody. Please meet Mile. Here's our specialist in inventory management, and today we'll be talking about the real benefits and potential strategies you can apply to improve your inventory throughout the organization, which will in turn obviously help you reduce your stocks, improve cash flow, and at the end of the year, of course, also your net
Yes.
profits. Mile, welcome.
Thank you, Sasha, for the invitation to this very interesting live stream. I hope that we will give to your audience very useful additional value. And also I hope that we will make some point in order how to make digitalization in area of inventory management. This is very interesting topic and
Indeed.
very useful for every single company.
I agree. I agree. I think inventory management is often an heavily overlooked piece of the company. Well, at least when we talk in retail and businesses, wholesale businesses, hell, even in manufacturing, inventory is such a crucial part of the business and can be a great source of success, but at the same time also be a great source of frustration to customers, to management. It's when
Yes,
mismanaged, it can be a disappointing
yes,
department.
yes, I agree with you. And at the start, I would like to define the inventory management. You said that it is the success and it is the frustration. And I would like to define the inventory management as health of every company, retail or production company. And if you understand your health, if you understand what you can improve, how to communicate with your health, you will be wealthier. Also, the company will be wealthier if you implement some digital strategy in area of inventory management.
I like that idea. That's a nice definition, actually, relating it to your health. I like that one. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, there
yes.
is nothing more frustrating than as a customer you buy something from a business, they put it in a promotion, they make a big drum and a lot of marketing campaign around the new product, and then you want to go buy it, out of stock. That's
Okay,
okay, right?
okay, and I would like to support my definition, especially for the retail company. And it is very important to base analyzing regarding to the inventory management uh, and have information about their sales. And with that information, uh, mm, every single company for sure will improve the communication in inside the organization. For example, if you have strong digitalization and reporting analyzing in area of inventory management, uh, you uh, you will improve your cash flow. You will improve your procurement department. They will know all about your stocks and what to order. Also, marketing activities is strongly related to these reports, and also financial department will make also some improvements.
I can see that. I can see that. Like from the marketing perspective, if I presume you mean if a product goes into heavy overstock, the marketing department can help
Yes.
reduce that overstock back to a normal level. The finance people are always happy when you're not spending money where you're not supposed to. So I could see that's also very useful. um,
Yes,
yeah.
this is strategical approach, strategical mindset when
Mhm.
we are talking about the inventory management.
Mhm.
We should know all about our stocks, what we are selling, what we are not selling, what we sometimes selling, and having that facts in a front of us, we will make the better decision. We will make the better strategy for our company.
I can see that's an important thing. No, good decision making is of course at the beginning of any step forward. So I presume then because every company is a little bit different. Some companies sell the same product all year around, but have shortages in supply. Other companies have very seasonal products. Other companies do made to order, and then there can also be a heavy mix of that. So I can imagine it's not always straightforward to implement the right
Uh,
methodologies for success.
Yes, every company is different. Every company, uh, every single company has a different approach regarding to their warehousing system, regarding to retail, to customers, and it is very important to implement the right inventory management upload approach. I think that we have a strong knowledge about this topic. That company like Twill uh, can analyze the on the right way the area inventory management for every single company, and also suggest the right digitalization model for them.
Oh, any digitization is, of course, merely a reflection of the actual decision making that we decide, and someone like you also would decide merely when you're implementing these kinds of strategies. Um, how that could be an interesting question because we're saying, okay, digital transformation and a better inventory management is fundamental for growing success of a business.
Yes.
But at the same time, I can also imagine people would quickly wonder, okay, that all sounds great, but how? Where do I start? How do I make the right decisions?
The starting point is the most important for them, and to have information for the start about the sales.
Hmm.
It is very important to collect the historical data.
Okay.
It is not just to collect. You must know how to communicate, how to do report, and how to read that report. It
Hmm.
is the starting point for the make right decision. In the case of the retail stores, where the company has multiple retail stores, it is very important to collect data for from every single stores
Hmm.
about the every single sale.
Hmm.
When you collect that and put in right digital model,
Hmm.
you can see firstly what which product or products make the stronger impact to your company. When I said stronger impact, I think about the earning, where your company make the best profit,
Hmm.
and it is the very valuable things. At the other side, you can, uh, according to this Pareto
Hmm.
principle, you can analyze uh, what you procure and what are you not selling. It has a negative impact to your company. You have
Hmm.
additional warehousing costs, and uh, it is the second step to make decision what to do with that product or products.
Okay. So as a starting point, we start by gathering all of the sales information from the
Yes,
different locations, and then we analyze which are the high runners. the products that sell out all the time, and but we also analyze which products are not selling very well or not selling at all, and you separate those.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
When we are collect that information, it is very important to know how to read that information.
Hmm.
When how to read, you will make the better decision uh, in a front of the procurement department. Also, it will be easier to make marketing activities, useful marketing activities for the company, and also you will improve the company cash flow.
Hmm. Okay, I can see how a good
If you
person.
have the product in your warehouse, for example, 1 year, and you don't make any sale and any single sale, you will not procure that product,
Mm.
but you will do your pricing strategy and sales strategy according to this information.
I can understand that. Yeah, one would presume if something hasn't sold at all in 1 year, you want to eliminate the product as fast as possible and try to get as much money as you can from that product, but at the same time knowing that the stock should be gone so that you're not incurring any more warehouse costs. It is freed up cash, it is freed up space, and yeah, that's tremendously helpful. Um, it's a very interesting thing because I don't see that many companies who actively monitor what products are not selling. They generally know which products are selling and they try to buy more of it. Although sales prognosis, I guess this would be another topic we will talk about, isn't it? Sales prognosis.
Yes.
Um, this doesn't really happen. It's more a little bit of seeing where the wind comes from, and sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not. It's an interesting situation because I've seen cases where the warehouse capacity explodes in a very short amount of time, and it's over the years. It's not a sustainable approach. The problem becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. People start building, renting out more warehouses with 3PL service providers. um it doesn't it doesn't help them very much. Yeah, so I really, so you're saying, okay, let's go back to basics. You look at the sales numbers, you compare the sales numbers to what you have in the inventory, and look where the problem is essentially.
Uh, yes, and I would like to add that every single company want to be better and better to make better uh, better earning, the more profit. And I agree with you that they present just what they are selling. But if they are have overview about the products that they are not selling, they will reduce the costs, and also it means that they will make a better profit.
I like that idea. I do. When we develop software tools, we often also take a different approach to it. We make very actionable software where where we try to make the software work for the user and not the other way around. And one of the things we focus on is the negatives. What doesn't work? What hasn't worked? And I see that you're suggesting the same thing here in the inventory management. Don't only focus on what does work, also look at what doesn't work and eliminate what doesn't work. It's not good for your business. That's an interesting perspective.
Yes, yes, very interesting perspective, and all. I think that is the that every owner of the every single company should must think about the negative impacts on their business.
But
One of
I
them,
can imagine that if you have a big product range, let's say, I mean, what is big? I guess big is different for everybody, right? But let's say we have 20,000 active products, different SKUs in always in stock. It is not a really reasonable thing to ask to go through the the sales numbers one by one and start comparing it one by one, it would take too much time. They would.
Yes, yes, but inventory we in this area can establish the categorization, the criteria that will separate the most profitable products from the products that make negative impacts to our sales. And when we separate that in 20,000 of SKUs, we can make a very good uh, um, strategical decision. It is we will not do that for 1 day or 1 week, but when you are start in the right time and continuously work uh, in this area, in area of inventory management, when you continuously categorize your products, the product that you are selling, you will for sure reduce the costs. Firstly, uh, warehouses cost. Secondly, procurement cost. Thirdly, marketing costs, and uh, at the end, you will improve your cash flow.
Yes, exactly.
Your
Hmm.
cash flow will help you to to procure uh, uh, most profitable products for your company.
Hmm. Understood. Um, so can I'd like to discuss a little bit the practicalities of it as well, because you're talking about the categorization here. So I presume you mean some kind of a system, a system that helps identify which products are running really well, which products are not running well, which products are running really poorly. And I presume you're shifting it through in a way like
Okay,
that.
okay. I will introduce to the audience the idea of the categorization. It is the typical Pareto principle about ABC analysis,
Hmm.
and we are taking into the consideration the all products
Hmm.
and earnings, selling uh, from that products, and 20% of the products which make 80% of the earnings or profit to our company is the our A products, and they generate the most of the profit for us. uh, B B products is uh, is the product that we are selling, but we are not. They don't have negative impact to uh, our business, but have sales. And C products, what we make attention to them is the products. For example, where we don't have sales in the last 1 years. In this C area, we are making decision what to do, what is our strategical decision, and also how to reduce our costs. In this area, C area, where we have negative impact to the our business, we can see uh, 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 the wider picture about our costs, and also make strategical decision according to that facts.
That's interesting. Um, most companies most businesses I look at often, the how do I say this? The people who manage the inventory actually don't have any decision making in what gets purchased and what doesn't get purchased. The decision making of the purchase orders is solely with the procurement agents, the purchasers themselves. They will decide when something needs purchasing, yes or no. But actually, this is very rarely reflected against the inventory. It is done, but it is done on a very unbinding level. How do you see this part?
For this part, procurement is very important and a very complex system in every company. And procurement together with inventory management make one strong supply chain. Together, they make supply chain management, and it is very important to have the communication between the procurement and inventory management. Uh, Practically, uh, when we have information what we are selling and information about the, for example, lead time, about the terms of payment, about any additional commercial terms, we will and uh, take into the consideration information about our inventories. We will make the right decision for our procurement. We can establish the system where we can make uh, uh, we can automate the reorder point. It is the new terms. Uh, it is the signal for the procurement when to start to procure that products, and also can say uh, in which quantity.
Hmm.
But between if we don't have communication between procurement and inventory management, we cannot do that decision. We cannot automate that.
No, I can see that, yes. You need all of the information together in order to be able to automate these things, and the decision making itself needs to be very clear and crisp in order to automate it in the first place. It's a
Yes.
preset system, isn't it? Hmm. Um, you're talking about automatic reordering points. How does that affect? How does that work? Is this tied into the categorization?
It is also the complex but uh, achievable method. It is about, yes, it is about the categorization. It is about also about to the definition about the safety inventories. It is also about the procurement, about the lead time, and it is also about the sales. And it is the point uh, why is it important to have communication about this topic in whole company, to be aware of that and manage with that.
Hmm. That's interesting, yes, because I can see your reorder point heavily depends on how long it takes for something to be delivered. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. Um,
Yes,
I, I
if
can
you
see
have,
that there are challenging times as well with calculating these reorder points. Really, especially if it's a seasonal product, this reorder point changes throughout the year or all the time automatically, I presume. Um,
yes.
that's an and then if there are supply chain issues,
Yes,
this also doesn't help.
yes, and I'm because of that I'm going back to the our starting point, starting position. Our starting position is to collect historical data. According to the historical data about the our sellings in the past years,
Hmm.
for example, we can make better decision.
Oh, I see. I see. So the lead time, you don't listen to the lead time that the supplier tells you. You listen to the lead time that they have actually been delivering at in the past year or in the past 2 years, and you follow that trend. If that supplier structurally delivers, for example,
Yeah.
after 3 weeks, you know that's correct. But some suppliers, one time they deliver in 2 weeks, one time, another time they
Yes.
deliver in 6 weeks. You have to use this real world information to make your
Yes.
decisions to reorder points.
Yes, it is not just to have it is important to have a very good communication with our vendors, but it is not just a point of view to to say delivery time lead time is 2 weeks. 2 weeks to have in our store available for our customers, to take into the consideration
Mm.
when this product will be available to our customers. And it is the point of the automatization and digitalization and communication among the different departments in the company.
That's an interesting distinction, isn't it? A supplier lead time is not the same as the entire time it takes from order to availability in store. Those are two very different things.
Yes, and I would like to make point of this my words. Uh, it is about the procedure of the bigger companies when they are uh, when they are when they don't have automated system. When they have, for example, paper and pen, uh, maybe delivery time from the vendors will be 2 weeks, and a company will have additional 1 week to put these products in their stores. Different view is when the company automate this system, and this is the point of the digitalization and the point of the inventory management, how to read the reports about regarding to the inventory management.
So what we're really then saying is managing your inventory correctly is not necessarily complicated. It is not necessarily hard to do, but you just have to do it, and it's actually crucial that you do it. Even
Yes.
though many companies treat this a little bit funky, it's inventory management is um, the bigger the company becomes, often inventory management is I believe, a department that doesn't get a lot of attention. And um, from my perspective, I'm a big believer in low-hanging fruits, and I always see that inventory management has such a big impact, and it's so easy to optimize and it has such a profound impact throughout the business, that it should be one of the first things that needs dealing with when you're actually looking at the productivity and profitability of a company, how to improve it. Inventory management is one of the go-to areas to improve.
Yes, yes, it is about the you have to every company have to establish this system and to have right person who understand the company model, how the company uh, communicate between the different departments, and that person must know how to which information is important to provide for each separate department. It is the expert for every company. It is I don't know. For some people, it is difficult, but for the expert, it is way of thinking,
Hmm.
and they will for sure provide the additional value for every single company.
I can see that. So I think that's definitely something for everybody that's listening to take home, isn't it? Um, Gather your numbers, build a report, get help if you don't know how to do this, find help, ask specialists to come and help you with implementing the right systems to really manage your inventory in an efficient way that helps you with cash flow, it helps you with reducing costs, and it obviously also going to help you with customer service. um, yeah, those are very three very profound points
I agree.
to
Yes, I agree with you, and this what you said is the main point of this conversation and this topic.
Mili, thank you very much for coming on our show today. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And if perhaps if you would like to share anything else, we're always here. Yeah, so thank you very much for your time. I hope everybody has had an interesting listen just as much as I did. And yeah, until the next time.
Thank you very much for your invitation. I hope that we give additional value to your audience, and if this audience have any additional questions, we will be here to make answer
Superb.
to them.
Superb. Thank you, Mili. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.